Today is the last day of bus deregulation in Greater Manchester, which means that from tomorrow, most of the buses that I can see in front of me right now will be taken into public service. This is very good news. This is very good news indeed. So I'm going to go explore some of these not publicly run buses today, and tomorrow I'm going to do the same thing, but magically they'll be run by the Greater Manchester councils. This is once again very good news. Let's get inside the bus station. I'm cold. Let's get on a bus. So I'm on the 11 bus, which runs from Stockport to Altrincham, and this is currently run by Stagecoach and will stay run by Stagecoach, as with other buses in Stockport, such as the 192, which goes to Manchester. So Stockport Depot is the only depot that is staying with Stagecoach. Right now Stagecoach does most of South Manchester, and their operations are being significantly reduced. I've made it to Wythenshawe interchange, and I'm going to get on this Arriva bus behind me. Arriva are not going to exist in Greater Manchester for long. I'm not sure they're getting any of the franchises from tomorrow. So this might be the end of Arriva and these 10-year-old single-decker Pulsar buses. Now, what I didn't realise is that the 19, which from tomorrow will be the 249, takes an hour and a half to get from Wythenshawe to Altrincham. So I've gotten off halfway along the route in Sale, and I'm going to change onto a bus that will get me to Altrincham a lot quicker. I believe it's the 263. I lied, the 245 is coming first, but it's also a Arriva, it's also a Pulsar, and that's what I'll be getting. This is Arriva's last day in Greater Manchester. The Pulsars are going, the turquoise livery, which I don't particularly like, is going. It's going to be Metroline operating Arriva's previous franchise in Greater Manchester, so that'll be interesting to see. I think it's going to be brand new double-decker buses as well. We'll find out tomorrow, because I will be doing this exact same itinerary tomorrow. So, yeah. Let's finally get to Altrincham. Okay, I've made it to Altrincham. That took longer than I wanted it to. I do think Altrincham is lovely. I just wish it was slightly closer to Manchester. It's just a bit far out. The interchange is very nice. There's a cool clock tower. I'm going to grab some lunch. Alright, so I'm now on the X5, run by Warrington's own buses. This route goes from Warrington to Manchester Airport, and it uses these lovely, lovely Volvo BZLs. Just such nice buses to travel on. This route is going to become weird tomorrow. It's going to get split up. This section between Altrincham and the airport will become the 288 run by the B network. However, the section to Warrington will not be run by the B network. That will stay with Warrington's own buses. However, I believe there will also be a route to Lymm, which is on the way to Warrington, also run by the B network. Like I said, it's weird. So that bus that I was just on was a Warrington bus, but it uses Volvo BZLs, which the B network is getting. They're very, very nice electric buses. I'm now going to take a 43 into Manchester. It's run by Stagecoach and it uses quite lovely electric Enviro 400 buses. That's changing to Metroline tomorrow. I don't know what's happening to the buses, whether they'll keep their livery, we'll see.
Next stop, Regent's Road.
Right, I have made it to Manchester city centre and I'm going to get on a 192 back to Stockport, and those are going to stay with Stagecoach. So not much change coming to those tomorrow. Maybe some new buses, we'll see. But I'll get on a 192 as well tomorrow and compare. This has been a long day, I'm excited to get home. Alright, I am back in Stockport. Oh my god, it is cold. My hands are freezing. But I'm gonna do it all again tomorrow, and it might snow. Also, there's still a Christmas tree here. It's a bit late for that. It is January. But yeah, see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Wow, it's happened. It's the 5th. The B Network buses are here, and Sadie is here as well. I don't know if we're going to get on that 11 because it leaves in like 30 seconds, but there's a 368 right after it, which means we can get to Wythenshawe. So we started reversing from the bus station, and already Sadie managed to press the stop button on the seat with her knee.
Perfect knee height. It's not my fault. It's poor design.
Lol. Also, brand new buses. Brand new Enviro 400 cities, which are very nice, although they are diesel, which irks me a bit because we shouldn't be buying new diesel buses in 2025. We made it. We made it to Wythenshawe on a brand new diesel bus, which once again I'm not happy about. Should be electric. We may have to wait a while because so that bus does go to Altrincham, but I want to do what I did yesterday, which was go via Sale, and the next bus that does that is in 33 minutes. Oof. Okay, so we've we've got some snacks, and we're going to get on the 248, which used to be the 18. For our purposes, it's very similar to the 249, which was the 19, which I got on yesterday. Well, our plans have been disrupted, because the 248 and the 249 don't seem to exist, and there's no live tracking for Metroline.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. So, we're going to rejig stuff. We're going to go to the airport first on the next 43, which is in 12 minutes. So, yeah. Probably going to be a diesel bus as well, which is a big downgrade from the electric buses that were running on that route. But we'll see. So, we've made it onto a 43, going to the airport on it. It is a diesel bus. It is a very, very lovely Wright Gemini 3 with the facelift. Looks very nice. But it is a diesel bus.
She fell over.
Oops. Fell over. But yeah, in that sense, it is a downgrade from the buses that were running on the 43 until yesterday. Oh dear. Also, there's just no bus tracking for all of Metroline today, which is most of South Manchester. So, there's been a lot of confusion. The displays at the front and sides of the buses aren't working, so someone had to ask the driver what bus number it is and then tell the rest of the bus station. These teething problems are to be expected, but yeah. I'm hoping that things improve. There's nothing to Altrincham for another hour, and that's where we need to go next. So we're getting on the tram to Wythenshawe and then getting back on the 11 to go the rest of the way to Altrincham.
The next stop is Tate.
Alright, we've had lunch at Weatherspoons.
It's raining.
It's raining, yep. We're walking back to Altrincham Interchange. I'm going to take the 263 into Manchester, which leaves in about 10 minutes. This one is another one that used to be Arriva. Same buses that I took on the 245 yesterday, but now it's Metroline, and it'll probably be much, much nicer buses. And then, yeah, from Manchester we'll go back to Stockport and be done. And I will have some thoughts at the end of the video, so stick around. Sadie. We have been sat in Sale for 15 minutes. The lights have just gone off. Oh, and they're back. I think the bus has just been rebooted. It's all going so well. Oh. Great job.
So optimal.
Great job, B Network. Oh my god, does this mean we're going? We're moving! Yay! Well, that was long and tedious. Very, very long and very tedious. Oh, that's a very fancy bus. I can see a very fancy bus over there. We're going to get on a 192 back to Stockport, and that'll be it. It is cold and rainy. I want to go home.
I need to bounce, but just so I can start organising lifts and situations at that time.
I don't know. Alright, we have made it to Stockport Interchange.
Hooray!
It's cold and wet. We're going to go home, and then I will spew my thoughts at you, whether you like it or not. Also, we got B Network tote bags. They're cool. They're very cool. Okay, it is time for me to spew my thoughts at you. It's a few days later. I'm editing over there. Yeah, it is a good thing. The B Network is a good thing. It is good for cities and towns and local areas to take their bus services into local control, have it locally, publicly run, instead of having private companies do it. This only works, though, if it's done well, and I have faith that it will be done well. We've seen it being done well in the north of Greater Manchester, where the B Network has been running for a while. What we saw on the 5th of January was not very good. Lots of teething problems. Buses with just information screens that aren't working, you know, a driver putting a piece of paper with a route number in the windscreen for people to look at. Sure, that's better than nothing, and some drivers didn't do that even when their screens weren't working. But you shouldn't be putting buses in service when their screens aren't working. People need to know where they're going. Also, just the lack of bus tracking, the lack of information about a bus that just didn't turn up. And for all I know, those buses could have never turned up, the 248 and the 249. That all being said, I have used B Network buses in the few days since, and it's been pretty good. It has been pretty good. I came back from Altrincham earlier today, and yeah, it was absolutely fine. You know, nice enough bus, was on time, bus tracking is now working. I think the display screen issues have been sorted. Didn't have announcements, which wasn't very nice, but hopefully that'll get fixed as well. So yes, I think the improvements are already starting to set in. I think the B Network is a good thing, and I think we've got a very good head start on fixing public transport in Greater Manchester with the B Network. So, thank you very much for watching. This video has been quite a large undertaking, so it would mean the world to me if you could subscribe if you enjoyed it, leave a comment with any suggestions or anything particular you enjoyed, anything you want to see me do next, that kind of thing. So yes, thank you very much for watching once again. See you around. Goodbye.